Welcome everyone to the Incredicast Podcast. I'm Adam Hurst here with David Kerrigan, and this past Sunday NASCAR went to Autoclub Speedway for the Autoclub 400, a place where Martin Truex Jr. dominated the race. You could even say he finally changed his pants. That was a running joke that we made on this podcast. But yeah, very interesting race this weekend, I would say.
Yeah, I would say too. You had a winning guy in stage one, in stage two, and the final stage. We saw the four car, who Kevin Harvick, he would not be able to win four in a row. He would wreck with the 42 car on the X stretch. So that would put an end to his hopes of having a fourth race win in a row.
Yeah, it really is unfortunate for that team because they had race-winning speed. He ran right there with Larson. Kyle Larson actually finished the race in second, so he had a car that could manage to get its way up there. So he could have gotten four if it wasn't for that issue. I believe his spotter told him that he was clear when he wasn't, and then got into the 42, into the wall, and his day was pretty much over after that, finishing in 35th. So the drive for four will not happen this week.
Oh well. However, we saw the 42 car. Larson was really quick all day long. He seemed to be the one car that was able to break up the Toyotas together, of the 18 of Kyle Busch and the 78 of Truex. So, kudos to him.
And plus, he had a little bit of damage too, so
yeah,
that just adds on to it. So, I believe Larson could have really won this race if he just would have had been able to keep that track position. He fell back to 20th after the incident with Harvick. So, or even if he would have got a caution, he could have beaten Truex.
But yeah, we saw. I believe it's the first time that the same Ford guy has wrecked two races in a row. What happened at the sixth car?
Well, he was trying to get around Ryan Newman, and you know how it is trying to pass Ryan Newman, you know. Revert back to Dover of last year in the playoffs.
Revert back to trying to block Ryan Newman at Phoenix.
Revert back to any race with Ryan Newman in it. So, trying to block Trevor Bayne, and Bayne went into the wall. But then the caution wouldn't come out until he blew the tire, and his day pretty much went up in smoke after that. And I believe that was the only caution other than the 4, 42, and 6, right?
I believe so.
So I can see NASCAR races is getting less and less cautions this year.
Yeah, I was really surprised about how the past 2 weeks we never had a late race restart, a late race caution. You know, we're at the four car. Excuse me. With the four car, as we saw with Harvick, he was out there leading the whole race there at the end by a mile and a half. At both Las Vegas and at Phoenix. So we haven't really had a whole lot of cautions lately. I know we had a lot in the 500, but that's Daytona. So
it will be very interesting to see if that will change at Martinsville any.
I think it will.
Yeah.
Because it's a short track. But who knows, right?
Yeah, we could go green all the way at Martinsville. Who knows? But yeah, Martin Truex Jr. in a dominating fashion does win the Autoclub 400. The third winner of the season joining Kevin Harvick and Austin Dillon. So we have.
And now,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, and now we have a Chevrolet, a Ford, and now we have a Toyota winning car. So,
And just like last year, Truex was the very first Toyota to win this season.
will he be the last one too?
Maybe.
Not this race, I mean.
Did you
Because,
just, did you just jinx all of Toyota where they'll never win again?
Yeah. Yeah. He won all those stages last year and won 9 of the races, was it? 8, 9 races?
8 races, yeah.
8 races, and yeah. But yeah, we saw there was an issue, though, late in the race with the 18, as the 18 and the 78 were really close there at the end. Those two cars were on the same lap time. The 18 of Kyle Busch, he was on the high line. He was trying to make that work. In the first 2 turns, the 18 was a whole lot quicker, as we saw. And then those 2 cars come down the pit, and Kyle Busch is perfect. Skills behind the wheel. He never does anything wrong. Everything's great. And then what happens to him on pit road, Adam?
Well, they was trying to make a wedge adjustment, but they went the wrong way with the wrench, so I don't know why that happened, and besides maybe it was like a rookie pit crew guy, or something went through his mind that made him go the wrong way. Nerves or whatever. Just accidentally goes the wrong way, and there goes Kyle Busch's chances of winning. Still manages a 3rd place, though, so still very impressive.
Yeah, oh yeah. He came out of the pits ahead of the 78, and everyone was really eager to see that battle commence. And then out of 4, his car just got super loose, and yeah, he got passed. So,
Yeah.
and the 42 would catch up to him as well and pass him. So,
Our two picks,
yes.
Our 2 picks of last week.
Yeah, we almost won.
Again. Yeah, I almost won with Kyle Busch at Vegas, or no, Phoenix, and Kevin Harvick put me out of victory lane, and then again I picked Larson, and now Martin Truex Jr. keeps me out of victory lane. So it's just hard for us to pick the winner every week.
That's 2 weeks in a row that you've been P2, right?
Yeah. So now in our little points battle, I have 3 points, you have 2 points. So.
Oh, wow.
Very interesting to see how this
Yeah.
will go.
I almost won. Wasn't for the wedge man, who secretly works for Hendrick.
Yeah. It's like they do a zoom in on the video, and it's like Rick Hendrick out there. He's like, yes.
Everyone was hoping that the 48 could get up there, so.
Which,
Who?
the 48 made some great gains this weekend.
Yeah, he did. He really did. At his home track. However, I believe that we have to talk about this. Is it time to start panicking for the whole entire HMS organization?
A little bit, yes. Obviously, it's not like deep in the season still doing this. If it gets to like the summer races and they're still struggling by a large margin, then yes, panic mode all the way.
We've won 5 races, though. What are you talking about? It's the end of the season.
We've won them all ever since Autoclub. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It could happen.
Yeah. It could, and it could not. Who knows?
Yeah. The moon could turn the cheese, too. So,
Yeah.
Who knows? I do have to say, though, I like how, I don't know what their issue there is. I don't know if they haven't figured out a Camaro yet. I really have no clue. I thought it was a Camaro issue. I thought it was the actual design. And then we saw the 42 car, Larson has been up there the past couple weeks. So,
Yeah.
Can't really say it's the Chevrolet, can you? We've seen the 9 up there, like at Phoenix. However, even though he cheated at Phoenix, they just really had no speed compared to Harvick, compared to Truex, compared to the Penske boys, compared to Gibbs.
Yeah.
They don't have that speed.
Yeah, it's weird to see that Ganassi is the main Chevrolet team this year, because it's normally been Jimmy Johnson winning like almost every year. He had 5 in a row for championships, and now we see him in this very odd situation this time. It's like the tides have changed, and Jimmy Johnson's on his way to ending his career in a few years, I would say. We never know. We saw Lowe's actually in their sponsorship, so that may have some sort of effect on them for a little bit.
Which is crazy to see that, because Lowe's has always been partnered with that team.
Over 20 years they've been in the sport, and now we see them leaving.
Which is crazy. They've been partnered with Hendrick since 2001. So that in itself is insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, where are we going to go now? Next week?
Yeah, we're not going directly now, but we are going to go short track racing in Virginia for the Martinsville race. The STP 500, I believe, is the name. And a place where we saw in the playoffs last year, it went crazy. It got a little crazy there.
A little hot.
Yeah. Even though it was a very cold day, it was really hot out there.
Yeah.
We saw Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin get into it, which they keep doing that commercial. They think it's going to happen again.
Yeah, because that's the first time anything interesting happened at that track, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's not like we have decades of history that we're tossing out the window here. I love the new marketing campaign of NASCAR. Gosh, it's incredible, isn't it?
NASCAR gets the incredible award of the week.
For changing everything when it used to work.
Yeah. But we're going to see who's fast at Martinsville. This is a very key race because it is in the final round before Homestead in the playoffs. See who's strong there early on. I expect Brad Keselowski to be very strong. The rest of Team Penske too. And Blaney, he was also good. And Joey.
And we saw last time we went to Martinsville, we saw Blaney and Harvick.
Oh, yeah.
They had a little discussion. So
maybe we'll see something like that again. It probably won't be that as a playoff race, but there'll still be some tempers flaring, I believe, at some point. Who knows? It could be the biggest throwdown in NASCAR history.
Where the fans break onto the track. Or...
Well, we saw last year one of the fans tried to fight Denny Hamlin, so I wouldn't put it past NASCAR fans at this point.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past fans at Martinsville. As we've seen in the past, the fans are really interactive with the race there, as we saw in 2015 when the 20 car was wrecked and almost really out of commission, and he would retaliate against the 22 of Logano, who was first in that race and was on the verge of going to Homestead, and a lap down car crashed him on purpose, and the fans went wild, and it was like, man. So
speaking of intense racing and all of that, who do you think will end up victorious in Martinsville?
whew, I don't really know, to be honest with you. It's a short track, so it's one of those races where, you could pick almost anyone aside from Jeffrey Earnhardt, probably. But is he going to be in the race now?
No, his team Starcom Racing has announced that Landon Cassill will actually be driving at least the next 2 races.
The return of Macaulay Culkin to the sport.
Yes, that guy. For Jeffrey,
I missed his hair.
Yeah, I did too. The Incredicast meme of the week. Everyone go on Twitter and tweet Landon Cassill that they've missed his hair, and tell me if he ever responds to any of those. I'd be interested to see what he says.
The Wet Bandits.
But Jeffrey Earnhardt does not have any plans to run Martinsville, but he did say that there is exciting news in the future. So we'll be looking forward to seeing what that is.
Awesome for him. So who do you believe will take the back home with them this coming weekend, Adam?
Well, I've done a lot of thinking about this one. I wanted to pick Blaney. I wanted to pick Harvick, since he'll have that fire to get back in victory lane after that tough race.
You can pick everyone.
I can pick.
You know how? Yeah.
The field.
The field by Joy.
One person will win this race, and I believe he'll have a number on his car.
Sensational, Adam. Gosh.
And then we'll see
that's incredible.
A blank car will win the race. But I'm going to pick a long shot, I believe. You could call him that, but I'm going to pick Clint Boyer this week.
Wow.
I think Stewart-Haas is on it now, and I think Boyer will break that long streak of not winning, and he'll finally win.
Wow. That is a long shot.
Yeah.
However, at the same time, it's not a real long shot because they have the cars to do it, as we saw the 10 car almost won the 500, and also Kurt Busch, he was running really good up there. We saw the 4,
Yeah.
Enough said, right?
Enough said.
So I am actually going to pick the teammate of the 14. However, it's not who you think. I'm going to pick the man who suggested that they tear down the track, and turn it into the world's largest swimming pool. Yes, I'm going to pick Kurt Busch in the 41 car. His first win at Stewart-Haas Racing came here, actually, which is very ironic because he hates this place so much. I too believe that the cars at SHR are really fast. I like their short track program, as we saw at Phoenix, even though Phoenix isn't really like a short track. Yeah. They've been doing really well in the past at short tracks, and I mean, you have to add in a citation about how they're doing currently this year, right? So
it's going to be a battle of teammates this week for our picks, so that's going to be very interesting.
Watch them both crash.
They're going to crash together.
So yeah, you have the 1-4 and I got the 4-1.
Yeah, I am very surprised by both of our picks. But we could have easily picked the 18 and the 2 because they're most likely going to be up there leading the majority of this race. But yeah, the 14 and the 41 they've been fast at Atlanta and Vegas.
Yeah.
Top 10 at Autoclub for the majority of the day too. So yeah, they both could as well get a victory at Martinsville.
It will be interesting to watch that race.
And if we are right about this, we need some sort of reward or something.
We are the greatest
Yeah.
ever if we get this one right. So
Yeah, watch it be like one of the guys I was going to pick, like Blaney or Harvick. Then I would cry.
Or Hamlin could do it,
Hamlin could, yeah.
He was really fast. Or we could see the 9 of Chase Elliott hit his first win. Who knows? But look out, though.
Look out for
14 of Clint Boyer and Kurt Busch in the 41 car. So
Yeah, and this week we have a question from a fan on Twitter. This is from Jeff. He has asked us to grade the rookies after 5 races and who is most likely to win at this point going forward. So the rookies this year is Bubba Wallace and William Byron. Very, very close.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Yeah, very easy.
They both suck. So, I mean, honestly, where have they been? Nah. I understand that it's hard. I think that for the car that he has, I think currently, personally, I think that Bubba Wallace is the leading rookie.
Yeah.
I understand that Hendrick has had their issues so far this year. However, you gotta, you have to say something about how the 24 has been performing. I mean, Chase Elliott in his first year in the 24 car, I understand it's only the first 5 races. However, being laps and laps down when the car has no issue,
Yeah.
and a lot of other reasons pertaining to the same thing.
And
Yeah.
and Bubba came close to winning the 500 in his first year, so even though
After half the field wrecked, yeah.
That's true. That is true, but you can't.
He fought hard for that, though.
Yeah.
He really did.
So we could see Byron make a comeback, but as of right now, I think Bubba has the edge over him. As of now.
Currently, yes.
But most likely to win, I think, still Bubba, but that would be at a restrictor plate track.
Yeah. Why do we only have 2 this year? 2.
I really don't know. It's kind of sad because it makes like the battle for the Rookie of the Year seem really dull.
Yeah. Everyone else forgot the checkbook at home. That's probably why. But
at least it's not one, and it's like, okay, will I win
yeah.
the Rookie of the Year? But yeah, I do believe that is all we have for this week's show. Join us next week for the race analysis of Martinsville. We'll see if one of our picks was right, either the 14 or the 41. We'll see who gets the point. But I hope you guys enjoy the race, and we'll see you next time.